Merci d'être venus en si grand nombre pour notre présentation historique d'un mobilier qui ne pourra plus sortir de cet immeuble-là, qui est installé à perpétuité. Alors, c'est vraiment un moment historique pour lequel nous souhaitions officiellement remercier les personnes qui ont contribué en temps, en heures, en efforts et en argent pour rendre ce projet réalisable. Alors, mon nom est Marie-Claude Jarry, je suis colonel honoraire du RSCH, Montreal, et j'ai l'honneur d'être accompagnée de M. Brian Brulotte, qui est notre grand donateur pour ce projet, colonel D, et lieutenant-colonel honoraire, M. Marc Leblanc, qui a de ses blanches mains construit lui-même, avec l'aide de Sean Funk, qui est quelque part ici, qui a contribué également à ce merveilleux cabinet. Alors, je vais céder la parole dès maintenant à Marc Leblanc pour qu'il explique la genèse de cette construction.
C'est toute une, there's a big story behind this. So, the project for the cabinet started in 2015 or 16. Maybe, Steve, you know the exact dates, when the regiment took ownership of all the dishes from external affairs.
Very sure they would, I don't.
No, not you, Steve. The other Steve, Steve Barrett.
The brains of the operation.
I'm not the brains anymore. You're not the brains anymore. So around 2015, 2016, we are being granted all these dishes. And the carpet. And the carpet, okay, fine. But half the dishes went into the library, the other half stayed in QM. And in 2017, we're at Verdi's house. He's barbecuing, and he looks at me and says, I have an idea. Do you think you could build something to, house all these dishes? And I go, yeah, sure. No idea what I'm getting involved with, but there we go. So, a couple of key moments right there. I remember working on a design for the cabinets on a computer, a software called SketchUp. Passed those ideas back with Steve Barrett, Sean Funk. We looked it over for about an hour, finalized the plan, and then I started building this, and I quickly had to stop. Because in the shop that I had at the time, there was no way that I was going to be able to build this thing and make it fit. I tried to build the center cabinet, and just that took all the spare space that I had in my workshop. So fast forward a little bit, my wife and I decided to move. It was part of our retirement plan. We moved over to a place, and one of the conditions was I need a workshop, which I did get. So really glad that it worked out. The most fantastic piece, or the most spectacular piece, is obviously the doors. And thanks to Sean, the expression, I couldn't have done it without you. Well, in this case, I really could not have done that without him. It says Sean has a toy that I don't have called a CNC machine, which is an engraver, if you wish, on wood. And the results were beyond what I had expected, so I'm really happy with that. In terms of contribution, though, the cabinets themselves cost a total of $9,400. And I'm glad to report that we have had the entire funding, so the cabinets are paid. And a lot of people did contribute to that, and so I wanted to do something a little special for everybody that did give their money and towards this project. I do a lot of woodworking, and one of the disciplines that I really enjoy doing is wood turning. And one of the things you can do with wood turning is turn pens. In order to turn pens, you need a pen kit and you need wood. And pen kits you buy, the wood, actually what I used were offcuts from the cabinet. So everybody that provided a financial contribution is going to get a pen tonight.
Oh, very nice.
Now, mon colonel, puisque vous êtes le grand donateur,
choose your color.
no, you get the fancy schmancy pen.
Oh my goodness.
Merci beaucoup. OK, Bernie?
Alors, je tiens à dire que Marc a
remember when I showed you that?
de cet chemin est
Merci, Marc.
gratuitement. Alors,
John?
il n'y a pas d'heures qui ont été chargées du tout sur tout le travail qu'il a fait durant toutes ces années. Et on va attendre qu'il finisse cette
Actually writes.
Alors,
actually
c'est
writes.
sûr qu'on n'aurait pas pu le faire.
Ah, il n'est pas ici.
Don Green.
Don Green.
Il est là. Marie-Claude Jarry.
Marie-Claude Jarry, where is she?
Merci, c'est une bonne idée.
Anthony and Joanne Keller.
Ah, Anthony and Joan.
Ouais, c'est ça, je voulais dire.
There you go. Carl. Where's Carl? Oh, right there. Thank you. There you go.
Roger Journal.
He's not here?
Stephen Dubreuil.
He's not here?
William Chanfant.
I decline until I deliver parts that I
Well, I'm here.
Give it to him.
You're gonna get. Here's José. Tiens, José.
Pendant que tu distribues...
You can hold on to it and then it's a reward.
John Lipchuk, pas ici.
Trust.
Stephen Linton.
Steve
I
Luton.
don't know where he is. Thank you very much.
Est-ce qu'on peut dire, Marc, que toutes les étapes de la construction du cabinet sont sur YouTube?
Oui, absolument.
Alors, si vous
Il y a
voulez
20
voir-
vidéos sur YouTube
Oui.
là-dessus.
Alors, si vous voulez voir Marc à l'œuvre, vous
Il est
pouvez
pas
voir YouTube.
Don Pelletier.
C'est filmé.
Don.
Ici, il y a toi puis Steve Gowell.
Yes, Steve Barrett, since you're the president. You get the pen. And Sean, by the way, you get your tool back. Tiens, José.
Tout ça dans ton sac à main.
All right, so
Très bonne idée. Merci.
voilà. So you're taking a piece of the cabinets with you.
Thank you, Mark.
Fantastic.
Alors, avant que l'on procède officiellement à la remise et à l'acceptation du meuble par le commandant, j'aimerais demander à Brian Brulotte, colonel, si vous avez quelques mots à dire.
Merci beaucoup. Permettez-moi de dire quelques mots au sein avec l'invitation que j'ai reçue. I'm so pleased to be here this evening, my wife and I, Caitlin. The regiment, as some of you may know, has played a huge role in my life when I was a young man in 1977, joining as an Army cadet. And my first visit here into this mess influenced many, many decisions that took place over the last 45 years or 46 years. This regiment is an outstanding regiment, one that has played a huge role in Canadian history. It's a testament, this buffet that's been prepared, and it's beautiful. It will be here in perpetuity for sure.
It ain't moving.
But it's definitely a testament to this regiment, to past soldiers, current soldiers, and again, to conclude, my wife and I are just so pleased to be amongst you, such a distinguished crowd, and to share this occasion. Thank you.
Vas-y. Remets.
Mon colonel, je vous remets officiellement le Memorial Cabinet.
Merci beaucoup.
I should say, seulement le commandant de jour. I mean, I'm just the guy who happens to be in the chair. And for those of you who don't know, I did not grow up in the RCH. I was born in Montreal. My family moved west in the 70s, as many did. And I joined the Army there. But the people in this room in particular, but the unit in general, have welcomed me beyond anything I could expect. And that is testament to the atmosphere in the mess, the atmosphere in the regimental family. And Sean and Bernie and others will know the perpetual challenge for the reserve is there are things the government pays for, and then there are things the government does not pay for. And some of those are very important in life, mess, activities and things. So it is only with the extraordinary generosity in time and effort or in funds from people like the group here and like the people in this room that units can perpetuate their traditions and can continue to offer young Canadians that feeling of belonging to a regimental family while they're serving the country. I will also mention now, as an example of that generosity, and I will mention again later, for those of you who do not know, Brian and his company were very kind enough to offer some significant sponsorship tonight, such that none of the soldiers, the junior soldiers that are here, are paying for their own tickets. So I want to thank Brian and his company very much for their sponsorship. We'll discuss that later, but that sort of generosity allows us to include more people in events and activities so that they can feel a part of things too. So to both of you in particular, to Mary Claude for her guidance and leadership, I do want to say thank you in receiving this cabinet. It truly is beautiful, and generations to come will look at that and marvel. So thank you again.